What do workforce boards need to become in order to thrive in the next era of workforce development? And so we're going to fast forward 5 years, right? What separates workforce boards that are thriving from those that are struggling?
Well, I think in the future, fundamentally, we should be asking ourselves, I think, two questions. Are the people who need jobs and have the least access to opportunity getting them, right? And are we putting them in a position to do so? And as part of that, are we ensuring that the assets that we have in our regions are really being pointed towards our economic future, not, the past. So like those two kind of North Stars. So what does that look like? Well, and again, I know that this is happening in many cases, but how can we ensure that workforce boards are architecting systems, not just administering, what's happening in a region, be that connective tissue between employers, colleges, K-12, the economic development and social services agencies around those North Stars. I think a key part of that then does mean, increased, I'm going to call it data fluency and literacy, but that also is, the incorporation of technology as a tool to support that work, not as the panacea or solution as has been shared by many others. And a real focus on outcomes, not inputs. I think the moving from we had some discussion both in the chat and here around compliance and limitations, but as much as possible, and I think that's a place right for best practice and practice sharing, but as much as possible, not being limited by compliance where we don't have to be. I acknowledge we can't break free of the burdens of compliance in many cases, but really, working to be as, customer and goal focused as possible. So those are some of the things that I think are we can do in the future and I know are already doing in many ways.
Yes, they have to be done more. I agree.